From FoxNews.com. Meadows signals imminent indictments in Durham probe. It's time for people to go to jail. The Justice Department's watchdog has identified critical errors in every FBI wiretap application. By Greg Rhee from Fox News. White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows said Sunday that it's time for people to go to jail as part of U.S. Attorney John Durham's probe into FBI misconduct, prompting ex-Trump aide George Papadopoulos to sound a celebratory note on Twitter. Meadows, during his Sunday interview with Fox News Sunday Morning Futures, also previewed the Trump administration's soon-to-be-released plans for reopening schools and implementing new economic stimulus measures. More details, Meadows said, would be coming this week. However, Meadows' comments on the Durham probe were among his most suggestive yet. They followed Attorney General Bill Barr's comments to Fox News earlier this year that Durham's findings have been very troubling and that familiar names are currently being probed. Quote, "I think the American people are expecting indictments," Meadows told anchor Maria Bartiromo. "I expect indictments based on the evidence I've seen. Lindsey Graham did a good job in getting that out. We know that they not only knew there wasn't a case, but they continued to investigate and spy." Internal FBI documents that emerged in April showed that Peter Strzok, the now disgraced anti-Trump former head of FBI counterintelligence, ordered the investigation of former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn to remain open even after it was slated to be closed due to a lack of so-called derogatory information. Strzok pursued an investigation based on the Logan Act, a law never used in a successful prosecution and that was intended to prevent individuals from falsely representing the U.S. abroad in a pre-telephone era. Quote, "And yes, I use the word spy on Trump campaign officials and actually even doing things when this president was sworn in," Meadows continued. "And after that, and doing in an inappropriate manner, you're going to see a couple of other documents come out in the coming days that will suggest that not only was the campaign spied on, but the FBI did not act appropriately as they were investigating. It's all starting to come unraveled. And I tell you, it's time that people go to jail and people are indicted." The Justice Department's watchdog has identified critical errors in every FBI wiretap application that it audited as part of the fallout from the Bureau's heavily flawed investigation into former Trump advisor Carter Page, who was surveilled during the campaign in part because of a largely discredited dossier funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign and the Democratic National Committee. Additionally, an ex-FBI lawyer in that case even falsified a CIA email submitted to the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act court in order to make Page's communications with Russians appear nefarious, the DOJ Inspector General found. The FBI lawyer, Kevin Kleinsmith, was allegedly told by the CIA that Page had reported his Russian contacts and was essentially acting as an informant, only for Kleinsmith to allegedly omit that exculpatory information in a surveillance warrant application that framed Page's communications with Russians as a sign that he was a secret foreign agent. Separately, Fox News has learned that senior FBI official Jennifer Boone, who the IG said was overseeing the Page investigation, received a promotion to head the Bureau's Baltimore field office last year. The FBI declined to comment specifically about Boone's promotion when reached out to by Fox News this weekend. Quote, "As I'm sure you know, Director Christopher Wray recently sat for an interview with your colleague Bret Baier, where he talked about the corrective measures he has instituted in response to the FISA IG report," an FBI spokesperson told Fox News. "We won't have a comment beyond what the director said to Mr. Baier." Republicans have complained that Wray hasn't responded to their requests to interview other key officials who oversaw aspects of the Page probe, including Joe Pientka, who was scrubbed from the FBI website after Fox News inquired about him.